We've been in existence since 1992 in Ontario, and since then we've managed to have the most experienced, qualified professionals working with us in order to provide the highest quality of service and programs to children with autism and their families. So that's allowed us to really be able to provide a unique and outstanding program for many, many, many families throughout these years.
Monica is 6.5 years old right now. She's been at Leaps and Bounds since this October will be 3 years.
Andrew began work with Leaps and Bounds at 4.5. Andrew couldn't speak, couldn't walk downstairs. He was injurious to himself, and he was a danger, bolting into traffic.
Before we started here, I could ask her to do something and she would just, it was like she was looking beyond me. She just didn't know what I was asking of her, and she could never follow through with a task. Today in the morning she'll get up and let's go get dressed, and she knows where her clothes are. She can get dressed by herself. She wasn't toilet trained when we started here. She's toilet trained today. It's an abundance, it's huge, a big step, big leap.
Within 6 months, with 2 therapists on him initially, we were able to put him into a nursery school program, and now he's in grade 5 in a regular school system, and on a non-modified program, B+ student, and we have every thought now that Andrew will go through university and will become a taxpayer, and that was our goal at the beginning, that he would be a taxpayer. There's dignity in work, and that's what we were in for.
Do you want to have a farm like your dad, or would you do something different, do you think?
Maybe I would be a farmer, but instead of a horse farmer, a sheep farmer.
And what do you like about Minnie?
Minnie's just a playful little puppy that I love so much. She's so cute.
How old is Minnie?
She's only like 2 years old.
We have access to the most qualified, experienced professionals in Ontario, from therapists to behavior specialists to psychologists to senior therapists. The level of expertise that people bring to Leaps and Bounds is probably the highest quality that you will find in Ontario.
It speaks to the fact that it's founded on principles of applied behavior analysis. Okay, the intensive behavioral intervention is really taking the principles of applied behavior analysis and engineering them into a very specific teaching context. There's a wealth of research that shows that if you follow these basic principles and the structures associated and procedures associated with those principles, that those benefits will come.
Well, the communication is a big part. I mean, if a child comes here and does not speak, and then they go home and they say ball, they're telling their mom they want the ball. It's the first time that the parent has heard them expressively communicate want to them. I mean, that is a huge accomplishment. We also have children who couldn't stand to wash their hands or couldn't go through the process, and now they can do it through a task analysis, through specialized programming, and after it's taught, they can go through the whole process independently, and that's a life skill that you want to teach. You want to be able to teach these children to function as independently as they can.
Just want me to get the perfect score at school and be one of the best children in the world. For grade 4 science project, I got A+.
At Leaps and Bounds, we've been extremely fortunate that we've been one of the probably the only organizations in Ontario that have had access to the most qualified licensed psychologists that there is in Ontario.
The parents derive, just aside from whatever the demands on their time, etc., they also derive a certain satisfaction, of course, in seeing a child develop a personality and a sense of who they are as an individual. Without this kind of work, we don't see the independence that they do get as a result of the work we do, and as a result that increases the demands on the parents.
Well, the stress on the family was beyond words. My older son was being neglected to a great degree because all of our time had to be invested in Andrew just to keep him safe and keep him alive. Because of what they've been able to do with Andrew, I can equally spend my time with both my sons. I no longer have fear for what's going to happen to Andrew when we die, which is a typical thought that parents with a severely disabled child have. What will happen to my son when I die? I have no worries now. I know Andrew's going to be able to manage in the world by himself. And I know that wouldn't have happened if I hadn't got involved with the people I got involved with.
You know, you get very frustrated, and I got very sad or scared for her future because I didn't know if she would continue the way she was without any words whatsoever, or without being able to express to me how she felt or what she wanted. That scared me because I may not be around forever, and it just, who could she tell? Who could she communicate something to? So we were very afraid for her. She's made tremendous gains, and if she can continue to make these gains, I'm hoping that she can read a book, talk to myself, my husband, her sisters.
For every gain we make with a child, as I say, it translates into a gain for the parents and that family as a system as well.
The parents can ask any question they want to ask about the program. Our senior therapists, psychologists are available to our parents at any time.
It's an individualized programming service. It's specialized. We cater it to what the child is capable of achieving. You're always modifying, and that's why individualized programs are so important, because it's not just a program that every child gets here. It's not all the same. Every child is different, and every program is geared towards their capabilities.
The caliber of the people, number one, is better than anything that's out there. The people had a true caring for what the outcome was and for my child.
And the program itself, they're very diligent with recording how she's doing, her progress. They keep binders that, you know, you can come in to look at, as a parent, you come in to look at any time to see what kind of progress she's making, what program she's doing at the time, so we can follow through with it at home. It's a wonderful program. I love it.
Basically, when we use the balls, we're teaching her colors. So if I pick up the red ball and I pick up the yellow ball, and I say, "Show me red," she touches the red ball and then she places it in the bucket. So not only does she know what a color is on a color card, but she's also generalized it to a different material, so I know that she knows her colors. So that part of the program is basically strengthening that concept and making sure that the generalization process has taken place.
I think for myself and for the people at Leaps and Bounds that are working with the kids every day, every little gain that these kids make means so much to us, and that's what we work for each and every day. We're looking for the small gains. We're looking for the little, to meet the little goals, because we know at the end of the day, we can move them towards the bigger goal and the bigger picture.
And I have never heard anyone explain a program to me that came anywhere close to what Leaps and Bounds offered us.
Honestly, she's helped me with my behavior programs. She's helped me with my anger issues, and they're really working.
I think every child is a success story to the extent that we have the opportunity to go in and make change. And if there's a success story, really it's, to me, the parent who really defines that success. When they look and they see the change in the child and the gratitude they show and such, they're the ones really talking the success.
You want to give your child the best you can possibly give them, and you want to give them that voice. And here, I mean, we can do that, because each program is individualized, and we will care for your child. We will put a program together that will suit your child's needs, and it's a great opportunity, and it's a great program.
With any organization, it's how you take the basics and craft it, if you will, into an art that makes it even better than how other people do it. And I think Leaps and Bounds does that, again, better than anyone.
She just is very happy here. I love it. She loves it, we love it. She's happy, makes us very happy.
Leaps and Bounds became family. They considered our child part of their family. Because of their extra caring, the way they looked after Andrew, the way they looked after us, the way they trained us, Leaps and Bounds has turned Andrew into a child that was going to be institutionalized, according to some of the best psychologists we could find, into a a child that now everyone believes will be a taxpayer, will be able to hold down a job, and will in fact be able to live by himself.
I'd like to say for all the autistic kids in the world, do a great job out there.
Leaps and Bounds also offers educational support services wherein we put one-on-one workers in classrooms in various schools when children are having problems with behavior. We design behavior management programs for agencies, group homes, families, various schools, daycares. We offer respite. We offer training and workshops both to professionals and families.